Don't put a shirt on.
I've gotten the confidence to kind of just do as I please when I want. I didn't care what anybody said.
Yo, Quincy, Cheryl.
Oh, no, it's wet, it's washing.
I don't care if you sell me.
And the little small guy, Mark Bullock, he wanted to say something. He just wanted to say something. I'm tired of the shirt business, for real. He is making me the target. He's a lame-o. Don't worry about him. Mark Bullock, I'll pass. Rules is just not for me. Believe that.
You want to go to Unit 6? Go to the fair.
You don't get up out of the room.
Why did you move to a different pod?
Yeah, I'm such a good guy. You guys wanted me to move to a different pod.
The deal was to find out what you need to do in that unit. We don't need you to go to Unit 6.
We stuck you in a particular unit where you know you're being watched. You know there's cameras everywhere, and you know that we can get to you in 45 seconds to get you help if something happens to you.
We told you to stay in that unit. Don't
Well, no,
volunteer
they never told me to. I didn't volunteer.
move.
Okay? I didn't know what was going on. All right? They called me out my room. The lady wanted to speak to me. The lady said, Dennis Johnson, pack your bags.
Cut the acting here, okay? We all straight. We know what's going on here.
Let's make something real clear. We're expecting you to help us out.
Your safety is our concern, okay?
Yeah, I'm safe.
No, you're not. Not when you go and move to another unit, okay? They get you back there in one of them pods with no cameras in and whoop your butt. How we ain't even gonna know to come and get you.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go back to that unit,
Yep.
say you're having some problems with some guys up there, and you just don't feel like you need to be in here. Can I go back to Unit 4?
Understood.
So-
So talk to me like a man, and everything's good. I've been doing what I can to do to throw everybody off.
Do you understand what you're doing?
I'm doing this.
How many people do you see take their shirt off every day in front of a camera and work out?
The shirts get wet.
You know the rules. You can't have your shirt off in the pod.
I'm playing by the rules.
Did you have your
Yes,
shirt
I
off?
did.
It's
Yeah,
a yes or no?
Yeah, yes.
You had it off. That's not following the rules. All that does is draw attention to you. And if we're allowing you to get away with stuff like this, they're gonna know something's up. If they know what you're in there actually doing, how safe do you think you'd be? This ain't some schoolyard, some college, or some football field. This is real life, so quit doing all this stupid that you're doing. Trying to look cool and all this kind of stuff. I don't need that.
Don't raise your voice at me.
You're in my building. Don't turn around anything on me, because I promise you, I will walk you out the door right now, and this will be over with and done. Go in there, do what you're supposed to do, and do your job. Simple as that. We don't have any more problems.
We're good.
We are? Okay. Go do your job, all right? Hang in there. Hey, you don't have to grip your hand hard, trust me.
Good mind.
No, sir. Look, we can cut the camera off and we can have a real talk, but at the end of the day, I do this for a living. Don't try me.
Chief Pete, from the jump, he don't like me. He's threatened by me, intimidated by me, because he thought when I was gonna come in, he thought I was gonna do was gonna look at me and, pounce on me. But that ain't the case. You get what I'm saying? I'm in there to make it happen. This whole situation right here, like I can't deal with that. You're not gonna talk to me like that. No, you ain't gonna talk to me like that. We got a problem. We got a real problem.
My whole body immediately went in shock. I literally was shaking. Why the would you tell somebody that? Could you be that dumb? I thought Angel was very stupid to do that. If I can find another word right now for stupid, I would.
So we need to have a talk with you. I think you know why we need to have a talk, don't you?
Yeah, I already know.
I don't care what you do, but in here, you're my undercover operative. Do you understand that? You're almost like an employee of the sheriff's office. So you can't be in a relationship with an inmate, even a consensual one. I don't think you fully understand the consequences of what's going on here. There are other participants that are in that pod. And frankly, your actions have put everyone in serious danger. So what I'm gonna tell you right now, so that you're not left, dangling and wondering what in the world's going on, we're gonna end your participation in this project. You're done as of right now. Do you have any questions of us?
Would you have done anything differently? Do you have any regrets to
No.
the decision you made? I didn't think you did.
Sure don't.
Okay.
To make it very, very clear, people do not know this is 60 days in. Gabrielle does not know this is 60 days, and she thinks that I'm working for the warden. Just to make that real clear. I never mentioned anything about another participant. I only said that it was me. Okay, I'm not that damn dumb. So I never even mentioned anything about Stephanie. She doesn't have the slightest clue about Stephanie.
One of the things I want you to think about is, why did I blow this? Not only did you go full-on inmate, but you seem to have said at some point, forget what this is about, I'm gonna do what I wanna do. So it might sound a little harsh, but yeah, you blew it and I wanna know why.
What me and Gabrielle has is real. And if we end up together, I have no regrets about this experience. This experience was beautiful.
Due to the nature of this breach, Angela is gonna be removed from the jail. She's gonna be taken straight to a hotel room where she will not be able to make phone calls or talk to anyone, and her activities will be monitored.
Do you think that Gabby will continue to keep the secret that you shared with her?
Whatever happens, happens. And I'm, ready to deal with whatever gets thrown my way.
I've just been informed that Gabby has talked to other inmates. She's talked to MJ about you being an undercover, so to speak.
She came here to do a job, to observe, take notes, just experience and report back to the chief.
I can't believe that. There's no way. She never mentioned
It's on
anything
video.
about...
They're talking about it. It's on video.
We've been
got it.
advised. I'll just say that to you. We've been advised.
Now, Stephanie, who was in there with you, she's a target now. Your actions have put everyone in serious danger. Before anybody gets hurt. I think you know what I'm gonna have to do now, and that is shut down the whole thing. The program is done. We're gonna get Stephanie out for her safety, and we're gonna end this.
I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it.
You could actually make some good money doing that, like across borders.
I've never done it.
What were the inmates telling you about smuggling drugs into jail?
I don't want to give too much because I know you guys have cameras. I just don't know how much you're actually going to show.
How was it the first time you shoved her up your ass? It was 2-ounce plugs. What?
Hey, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Look up how to escape jail.
I can give you answers on that if you don't like them. The other one, there's all sorts of clothes. We cleaned out the properties before I got one of my cell phones. I found that. You know what I mean? So you could just call it right, get it all set up.
Yeah.
There's a room that's access to outside.
I'm kind of at a conflict here. I know that you guys have a job to do, but I also kind of have an honor code myself.
Just keep that door open. I mean, we just boom. they do, they could take off and ban.
Who are you loyal to?
Bunkies come first. That's pretty much how it goes.
Ryan's acting like an inmate even with the film crew. It concerns me that he's going rogue on us and he's siding with the inmates over the program.
Everybody stay the down.
Come on in here.
What's going on, Ryan?
I'm doing okay. I'm perfectly capable and ready to, with a fresh insight, answer any questions you might have.
I'm starting to worry a little bit for your safety, to be honest with you. I know you're in a room with Garza.
Yeah.
I don't want you to think that, Garza's your friend.
I can also gauge things fairly well for myself.
They've got to film what you're telling them.
I know that they have a job to do, but if Garza doesn't want to say what it was, I don't feel like it's my liberty to actually just start talking, spilling everything.
If you got to keep in mind, you're still in here on a program.
Yeah, but I do still have an honor code.
What's this honor code?
So there's a code that kind of permeates into my known friendships. I have to keep some people close while I am here.
That's fine when you're in there, but we feel like when you come here, they're pulling out inmates that are real inmates.
Yeah.
So they're getting the inmate of what really didn't happen. I'm kind of getting a vibe that you're getting a little bit too inmatey. Maybe you're not thinking about the program as much as we would like for you to. You're not an inmate.
Okay.
You're a person.
All right.
That's not an inmate.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about, or?
Not necessarily.
Ryan's always acted overconfident, but what he doesn't get is getting too close to inmates could backfire on him. If inmates figure out he's a plant, he could be in serious danger.
I'm starting to feel bad lying to people just to get along with them, to get into their circles.
Okay, because if I'm seeing stuff that I feel like maybe something behind you, you feel like you're close to these inmates and they're actually scheming behind you. If I feel like your safety's in jeopardy, I will pull you out.
They told me, be an inmate, and now they're like, don't be an inmate.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
You can't get all the good information in jail by sitting around and watching. I'm a field agent in here. That's what I am. I'm not just some bird watcher.
Tension on deck.
Tension on deck.
Tension on deck.
Hey!
Hey!
Brooke, East, Ryan.
Yes.
Pack your stuff.
What is it?
I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Sure, you got any toilet paper out there?
The sheriff, I think he just wants to throw me out. I think he thinks I'm getting too comfortable.
They did this last time to the new guy.
After Captain Maples talked to Ryan, I wanted to get him out of D-Pod. Get him away from Garza and the inmates that he's too close to and get refocused on the program.
Man, I wish they would have moved me over there, dude. Can we get your information?
My goal was to start learning more about the people in D because they had gotten to a point where they had trusted me more and they would start opening up, the personalities would come out more, but I'm mandated to start from complete scratch now.
I'm gonna holler at you in a minute when you get a chance on some one-on-one. Just let me know when you're free. I'm free now. I don't wanna talk around here.
The DOs don't speak privately with inmates. So when Prince left, I was a little taken aback. Why would David go up to him and just chit-chat? I don't like this at all.
So when we, watch what's happening on all the cameras that we have, we notice when people come and go, you know, and if they're gone, we get concerned about them if we don't know where people are. So today, you were gone for a period of time. We were concerned because we didn't know where you were.
I talked with a DO.
Yeah, so can you tell me about that? What?
Yeah.
Why were you gone? Did he call you out or what?
No, I asked to talk to him in regards to the whole pod itself, everything.
Interested what happened out there because I'm concerned.
I'm telling you, when I was outside the pod with Bratcher, we talked about the Dillon incident. We talked about the current incident he had just did with B. Shaw, as far as moving him.
That was it? That was all you guys talked about?
Yes.
Okay. You know, what I need to know is, if we put you back in, then we can trust you.
Oh, I ain't about to say I ain't gonna say nothing. I know the truth. I know what actually happened. Everybody can't handle the truth. Everybody don't deserve the truth. It's my decision.
You're gone for a long time, bud.
Did you at any point during that conversation reveal who you are for real?
Rich. How long, bud?
I was awakened by Prince, they want you. And I'm like, what?
Come on, Prince, let's go.
As I walked out the door, I started to realize, like, okay, is this good? Is this bad? I don't know.
So, you know we're here, it's not good. Right? We heard that you talked to some DOs.
No, not like that. Not about anything with the production.
I mean, we got the story like, he told me the names of the other people, he gave me his name, and this dude's a cop.
It wasn't like that, though.
Did you give him your name, your full name?
Well, one person. I discussed some things with him.
I didn't do it to throw anything under the bus or throw the whole production out there in the window. It wasn't like that, bro. You feel me? And y'all know I ain't lying to y'all. It wasn't like that, man. You know I ain't lying.
The thing is it got him freaked out. Those little conversations put a lot of things in motion.
Did you tell me you were a cop?
No, not necessarily.
Because that's the word amongst the DOs, that we got a cop in there. Imagine if that word got out. I don't know what we're gonna do with Mark, because all it takes is 2 DOs to start talking and another inmate hears it. Boom. We just can't take that chance. The last thing we want is to turn the inmates on us. So today you're gonna get released.
Coming from where I come from, knowing the things that I know, man.
But you also know loose lips sink ships.
Yeah, depending on who you rocking with, you feel what I'm saying? Depending on who you rocking with.
As good of a job as David was doing, I just can't risk the safety of the other participants or my staff. So as of right now, we have no other choice but to pull David from the program. We're not 100% sure who else David might have talked to, but our DOs did the right thing in bringing this to our attention. They'll be brought into the circle of trust so that this leak stops here. If word spreads that we have undercover plants inside the jail, these inmates could riot, attack a DO, or maybe even worse.
After hearing all the other participants' debriefs, I'm very interested in hearing from Zach. Out of all the participants, Zach was able to get the closest to some of the more dangerous inmates. I think he's gonna have some good feedback.
There are certain things that I was wanting to talk to y'all about. I know some inmates have a shank or something. It definitely worries me. There was talk, if that CERT team comes in here, if we chose to, we could take them down. And they talked about it, they said, you know, there's strength in numbers, and they're just shooting us with pepper balls and paintballs. We could absolutely take guys, have them run out with the mats.
As a sheriff, I'm responsible for everyone's safety in the Clark County Jail, and to hear of a possible riot is really concerning to me. This is not only dangerous to other officers, but it's dangerous to inmates as well. We've got to do a raid on Depot to get those shanks out of there now.
On the ground! On the ground! Get on the ground! Everyone on the ground! Get down on the ground!
Shank that we found was located up on top of this shelf right here. Opened and found this.
It's just amazing like anything else. They just hide it in plain sight.
I mean, that's just as deadly as anything else. It might not look dangerous, but it definitely is.
You caused some damage.
Shoving somebody's neck.
We may have just saved someone's life. I'm so thankful for Zach telling us that. That was part of the weapons that they plan on using to hurt you or me or anybody else. This program has been a huge success. We now have new insight on how inmates operate, and we have a plan to make our facilities safer for the future. There's still a lot of work to do, but this is definitely a great start.